Hello, this is Aaron from the smartphone app Review834 and today we got a review of Ghost Trick for your iPhone. When the makers of the incredibly popular and incredibly good Phoenix Wright series decide to make a new game, naturally I jumped for joy. The incarnation is Ghost Trick, an incredibly unique game. The story is that you're a detective who's been killed. But, of course, this being a game, you've managed to enter the spirit realm, and you're essentially a ghost with these incredible powers of trickery. The characters are incredibly compelling, and they are very, very well written. There's no voice acting, but the text does a fine job of carrying over who these people are. So I can imagine you asking, what on earth do you do in a game called Ghost Trick? Well, it's very simple actually. The whole game revolves around the premise that you're able to enter this ghostly realm where you can then possess different objects. So for example, we freeze it here, we can take control of this Santa ornament, and then if we enter the real world again, we can then click Trick and get it to rotate faster, for instance. This of course lets us get to higher levels of this stage, so if we freeze it at the right time, which I didn't do very well there, but let me try that again. There we go, if we freeze it at the right time, we can then get onto this latch. Gameplay is simple, fun, and incredibly robust. And you can trust me when I say I've never, ever, ever quite played anything quite like this. And so the whole story of the game is that you being a detective, if someone gets murdered, you're able to rewind time to 4 minutes before that guy was killed, or woman was killed, and you're able to manipulate objects so that they don't die. And it's a really clever premise for some incredibly, incredibly compelling gameplay. The characters are animated really, really nicely. Capcom have done a terrific job with porting the original DS game onto the iPhone. The only thing that hasn't translated over are the Retina graphics. Yes, they seem to be reusing the original DS graphics on the iPhone. It doesn't look too bad, but on a Retina display it does kind of show up as a little bit fuzzy. It's a little bit annoying, but certainly doesn't detract too much from the gameplay. The app is universal, and very kindly they've added the option for cloud sync. Though it is a little bit complex, it doesn't do it automatically, you do need to sync the saves manually, but it does give you some option to transfer your save data relatively easily. Now I can imagine this game can appear very confusing from these video stills, but let me assure you, it does a fantastic job of taking you through it. It's so well crafted, I really can't push that enough. For a game of this quality, $6.99 is an absolute steal. It is free, so if you're unsure as to whether or not this game is for you, definitely check it out. It's totally worth a free download. It's a game with class, and to be honest, you don't really see that too often on the iOS platform, so definitely check this out. This is such a fantastic game, and because of that, it's going to get 95%. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you're watching on the smartphone app Review.com, thank you very much for tuning in to the best website for smartphone app reviews. That was a bit of a tongue twister. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And this has been Aaron, and I'll see you all next time.